Meri's mean girl behavior has reared its ugly head yet again. Why is it that this woman keeps siding with Cody? Why can't she give the same type of compassion and empathy and understanding to Janelle or Christine? I mean, they're going through a lot. And why, with the way that she basically blew Robin off in this latest episode, why I'm thinking the whole thing was just an act. We're going to explain why. We're going to go over all of her disgusting behavior. Let's go. Hello, my people. It is so good to see you. And yeah, it has been a while because I have been so pissed. I'm actually kind of glad because I would have been completely unfiltered, probably said things that I didn't even mean, but Meri has been pissing me off recently. And yes, we have to go over it. It's like her mean girl behavior is coming back out. And just when I was ready to root for her, it's just making me regress. And I know that there's a lot of you. We have Meri fans out there. We love you and we do want to hear from you. So don't worry, your side will be represented. I'm just letting you guys know off the top that when we do have call-ins, when we have a call-in time, I'm going to be asking for you guys. So don't worry, the other side will be heard. But for now, I just need to vent. And I think some of you need to vent as well. Her behavior lately has really been pissing me off. And that's what we're going to go over. So, where do I even begin? It just seems like I was going to give her a pass with when it started to happen. That's when I was going to go off. And I was like, you know what? Everything's going to be fine. But no, it's really not. It's not. It's not sitting right with me. And so that's what we're doing. I see you guys. I see all of you. Hello. Welcome. Can you believe Thanksgiving is what? Is it 2 days from now? It's insane. Anyway, yes, it's so good to see everyone in chat. Good to see everyone. I am so glad you guys are back. I missed you guys too, Tracy. I missed you guys. All right, so let's just start. I want to start with what happened, I think, a few episodes back with Meri and Janelle. And just, I couldn't believe how non-supportive Meri was with Janelle. So let's just stop this. I want to play part of it, and then we have to stop and discuss. Okay, so this was when Janelle was trying to do the right thing and warn Meri, listen, you need to be careful because no one else is looking out for you. So I'm going to try to do the right thing. And she kind of got railroaded. You could see that Janelle was like, why the hell did I do this? Like, it just didn't go well. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. And thank you for being a member for 2 months. We're so glad to have you back. I'm so glad to be back. And I'm glad to see everyone in chat as well. So good to see you guys. Okay, so let's just start with this, okay?
I came because we have this property. Mm-hmm. And the note is due in 75 days. And if we don't make it, he can repossess the whole thing.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Even the parts that we've got paid off?
It's basically, we will lose it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about that.
Okay, we got to stop here. You could see Janelle's face here. You got to look at her body language. She's kind of taken back. Like, did you see her eyes just pop open? Like, she was like, oh no. Look at her body language here after he says, I'm not worried about that.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
Like, look at her. Okay, you could tell. Look at her. Okay. So she's like, what the hell? So there's soothing going on with her mouth. And then you see her eyes squint because she's like, oh shit, what did I just get myself into? Like, already, Meri kind of pushing back was not supportive at all of Janelle. You know what I mean? Like, even if she was thinking it the same way that she's very supportive of Cody, still caressing him, hugging him, telling him that it's okay. Meri could have easily just been like, you know what? Thank you so much for telling me. Like, I appreciate it. Even if she didn't think it. Like, already she's kind of, I don't know if it's consciously, subconsciously, she's siding with Cody. And you could see Janelle is like, oh crap. Look at how squinty her eyes get. She's disapproved. Janelle is disapproving of what Meri is saying right here. Right? Let's just go back. Listen to this. Watch.
Okay, because you have to know, I've been talking to Cody about this for years, and he keeps putting me off, saying he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money.
I don't think that there's really any need for protection. Don't you think that we have each other's backs as far as that goes?
No.
Cody's always been very creative in his financial situations.
Okay, we just got to stop here. So already she's pushing back again. This is like the third time Janelle is trying to do the right thing, trying to put Meri's best interest at heart. And it's like, I'm not going to say gaslighting because it's not, but Meri keeps pushing it back on Janelle. Like, what are you talking about? No, there's nothing here. There's nothing to see here. Don't you think he's doing this? Like, it's always a default to Cody doing things that are okay. It's just, it was so frustrating to see. Like, I don't think, this is just my opinion, I don't think Meri is a girl's girl. I don't. All of her behavior so far, she to me has not displayed the anything as far as being a girl's girl. I don't think she is. I think she's a pick-me. That's what her behavior has been. Sorry, but I just like, and this is me toning it down. Okay. Like, I'm so glad. I've had like 2 weeks to think about this. I'm trying to be as composed as I can, but you are not being supportive of your sister wives. I'm sorry. Okay. And I'll go a little bit into that further, but right now let's just finish this conversation with Janelle.
You know what I mean? When you've got a big family, sometimes.
Hold on. Hold on. Sharnice says, why does that make her a mean girl? Trust me, I'll highlight that because I want to bring this up again. We're getting to that. No, this in itself is not being a mean girl. You got to wait for it. It will come into play in a second. Don't worry. This is all coming full circle, but I wanted to get this out first because later on, Meri makes a confession about this conversation that I'm like, why didn't you tell Janelle that in the first place? So anyway, we're doing this in sequential order. We will get to it. Okay. So thank you, Sharnice. I appreciate it. And if you're one of the pro Meri people, I'm so good with that. Please call in. Let me have it. Like, I'm fine with that because I need to vent. You guys need to vent too. Okay. So hold on. Let's just keep going.
You get in a situation where you need to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Like, I get that. Like,
okay. That is absolutely insane. Let's just listen to Meri again. She's making excuses for Cody. Let's just go right here. Okay. So Janelle saying, no, I don't trust that Cody's going to have our best interests at hand. And here's Meri once again making excuses for him.
No.
Hold on.
Cody's always been very creative in his financial situations. You know what I mean? When you've got a big family, sometimes you get in a situation where you need to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Like, I get that. Like, everybody does that sometimes.
Everybody does that. Okay, so here are the rob Peter to pay Paul. Meri is totally fine with that, right? So in this case, robbing Peter is basically like Janelle and Christine and Meri, and paying Paul is basically Cody. Okay, so Meri's fine with that. Fine. Once again, it's Meri supporting Cody. Like, how does this always happen? How does it always happen? I don't know. Okay, so let's continue the conversation with Meri making all of these excuses for Cody, not supporting Janelle in the slightest. Like, hey, thanks for coming over. Thank you for supporting me. No, it continues. Let's keep going.
I feel like I better protect myself.
Sorry that you felt like that.
Well, I mean, I think it's just to be logical.
Before we go on, I mean, it was so dismissive. Like, well, sorry that you feel that way because I don't feel that way. Like, just the whole thing, it's not being supportive at all. Why can't you show any type of support to Janelle? Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you disagree a little bit, just like how she did with Robin, how she did with Cody. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate you coming here. Thank you for letting me know. And then move on. But why do you have to be so dismissive? Like, this is obviously something that is bothering Janelle. And this is like basically the third or fourth time that Meri has indirectly shut her down. Okay, like just that face, like what? That says it all. That says it all to me right here. Let's just go back.
Like, I better protect myself.
Sorry that you felt like that.
That's basically saying, yeah, I don't think that way. Sorry that you feel that way. That kind of reminds me of like when you apologize or when you're making an apology and you don't say, hey, I'm sorry for my bad behavior. It's, I'm sorry that you are upset. Like what kind of apology is that? That's really a non-apology. And here Meri is basically saying, I don't agree. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Terry Chausa said, I am usually a Meri supporter, but this scene really bothered me. Tell me, you guys, tell me why that bothered you as well. Am I making sense here? Like, it's just not being supportive at all. And here's where it comes into play. Okay. And thank you. I'm going to go back to your comment, Sharnice. Why does this make Meri a mean girl? We're going to get into that in a second because Meri is not supportive of the other girls. She's not a girl's girl. She is a mean girl. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here we go. This is women supporting women. This is the sister wives supporting each other. Listen, watch this, watch.
Says one thing and Cody and Robin say another thing. I don't think either one of them are being 100% truthful.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That wasn't the clip, but let's just go into this. And then I'm going to show you how Christina and Janelle are being super supportive of Meri leaving Cody. But hold on. Okay. So let's just go back to this. This is important because remember when Janelle and Meri, they're sitting here and Janelle's pouring out her heart and being vulnerable with her. This is what she really thinks behind the scenes. Listen to what she said.
Janelle says one thing and Cody and Robin say another thing. I don't think either one of them are being 100% truthful.
Well, then why couldn't she tell Janelle at least Cody's part? Like, yeah, you know what? Maybe Cody is doing some shady things. I don't think that Cody's being that truthful. Why couldn't she share any of that with Janelle then? That's not what we got. We got, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Well, what she's saying is that she did feel that way as well. Meri did feel that way. So why not confirm that with Janelle? The whole thing is just weird. It's odd to me. But anyway, I want to keep going. Here is the girls, Janelle and Christine, actually being supportive of Meri during her time when she broke up with Cody. Okay, just watch this.
I'm trying to protect everybody here, trying to make sure everybody gets there. And all I went to do to tell her was, you should maybe be aware.
Moving to Parowan.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm actually glad for her.
So she's down in Flagstaff. Then she doesn't live there anymore?
I don't know why she'd stay.
I'm excited that Meri's moving. That's great. She needs to move on. That's good for her.
Okay, so Christine is saying good for her. I'm so happy. Like, look, the girls are happy. They're happy for Meri. I'm so happy for her, right? We don't get any of that when it comes to Meri. So once again, I'm going to go back. Sharnice, why does that make her a mean girl? Here's why. She's not supportive of the other wives. Do you know what the other wives got when they were leaving Cody? They got this.
Be about anything.
It's emotion.
This is not just emotions. That response from Cody was not just emotion. That response from Cody was real. And he said some things he probably has been holding in for a long time. I'm glad he said it.
Do you see the difference? Like, I find that really interesting. I'm glad that he said it. Look at the satisfaction on her face. Do you see the juxtaposition between Christine and Janelle trying to look out for Meri, trying to support Meri? And here's Meri once again. To me, this is quintessential being a mean girl. This is her. When is she ever? I haven't even seen that. You could say this was Meri 2 years ago, 3 years ago. She was hurt. She was upset about the situation. That's why she said it. Okay, fine. But her behavior 2-3 years ago compared to her behavior now is the exact same. She is not supportive of anyone but her and Cody, in my opinion. That's just what I see. That's what I see. And so that's the difference. That is how Meri shows support. And we see how Christine and Janelle have shown support.
That's great. She needs to move on. That's good for
I'm
her.
happy for her, she says. I'm happy for her. And then here's Meri that, hey, I'm glad that Cody's yelling in your face like you deserve it. Those are the things that I'm talking about. That to me makes her a mean girl. That's what it is. And there's more. Don't worry. There's more. So I will get to your comment again in a second, Sharnice. Thank you, Darlene, for the $5 super chat. And Darlene, thank you so much. That was so sweet. Darlene checked in on me earlier. She was like, where are you? That was really sweet. You made me laugh. But I am back. Darlene. Darlene says she has always been jealous of them. So if they're hurt, she is happy. That's why I've never liked her. Do you see the difference? Yeah, I don't know if it's jealousy, Darlene. I mean, I get that you're saying that. I don't know if I see that. I just, ugh, to me, she's such a mean girl. But thank you, Darlene. I so appreciate that. Okay. Let's see here. Sharon says, I totally agree, Darlene. Meri has been jealous and resentful of the other wives from the beginning. She is still in love with Cody and wishes things had been different with Cody. Agreed. I mean, that is true. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Sarah K, thank you. Sarah K is like number 54. What like number are you? I would appreciate if you did like the video. It does help support the channel. I would so appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, so there's more. I don't know. Do you guys remember that there was a time where Meri, actually, I think it was Christine, when Christine was talking about why she didn't want to be in a relationship with, like, in a relationship, I'm sorry, have a relationship with Meri. She was talking about how Meri can, and they all said her behavior is really unpredictable. Sometimes, like, they don't know what Meri they're going to get. And I remember, and I wish I could find the clip. If you guys can find it, give me a season and a timestamp. I would love it because I'm pretty sure, and I just can't find it. Christine was basically saying, Meri makes all these snide jokes, and she's mean in jokes and gestures. She says some really nasty jokes and puts it off like she's joking, but it's not a joke. Does that ring a bell to anyone? Tell me I'm not dreaming this. Didn't Christine say something like that? Anyway, what this reminds me of, and this is where I was really livid. So once again, I'm so glad that you asked because I'm about to give another example. Sharnice, why does that make her a mean girl? Here's another example. This was when Christine was talking about when they were at Gwendolyn's wedding shower, I think. And it's where they met David for the first time. And let's just discuss this. So first, I think there's one thing that I
So what are you guys gonna get then?
Oh no.
New beginnings.
I'll
show you.
So here it is. It's new beginning. I think it's beautiful.
Okay, wait, before we get to what Meri says. So Christina's super excited about this. She's telling Meri about it. They're getting tattoos at the, Gwendolyn shower. And she's like, this is what I'm getting. And then Meri makes this comment right after.
You know what? Maybe what I'll do now is every guy I date, I'll tattoo his name on my leg.
I don't think it's funny. Like, I didn't find that joke funny. I thought it was condescending. I thought it was passive aggressive. I think that that's a dig at Christine. And where's the support? Sharnice, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what makes her a mean girl, in my opinion. Why can't you just be supportive? Why say anything at all? I bet you that if it had been Cody somehow that got a tattoo, Meri wouldn't be joking about it. She'd say how awesome it is, how great it is, how she wanted one too. Like, this is not empowering or being supportive of your other sister wives. This is yet again another example. Joe Art says Meri probably got a Cody tattoo. True. Marcia B says, right. They've all turned on each other. And Sarah said, yeah, that was a mean comment. And then the laugh afterwards. Yeah, I don't think it's funny. Am I right though, chat? Let me know. Didn't Christine say that her jokes are mean and she didn't like that? Am I making this up? I couldn't find it anywhere. I was trying to go back in time and I'm like, where is it? I can't find it. So let me know, you guys. Let me know. Am I making things up or did she actually say that? All right. So also let's just put this into play too, because let me find it. Hold on. Here we go. So everybody, yeah, I want to play this. You got to also keep in mind. Is this coming? Uh-oh. Why is this? It's still trying to go. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. So you got to remember this. this is how Meri pretty much treats everyone. This is from a long time ago. We've watched this clip before, but it's basically how difficult Meri is to live with, which is another reason that I just think, I don't know. I just don't like her personality. Hold on.
We really did struggle.
How did you guys butt heads? Was it over raising children? Was it over the basic how to run the household?
Everything.
I mean, like,
It was everything.
Oh my gosh. It's been forever since I've watched this.
I would have an ulcer, stomach pain.
Anything, any little thing, the wrong loaf of bread, the wrong nylons.
It was like which laundry or which detergent should
Yeah.
we use?
We in our family we use, and I could do an advertisement here for you. This dish detergent.
The kitchen was an issue when we all shared the same kitchen.
Yeah.
Should you put oranges in the fridge or not?
Just things.
At what time we cooked, what we cooked.
There was everything. It was like everything.
If we didn't clean up well enough, oh my gosh, everything had to be perfect. It was just very, very stressful.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. I didn't know it was a skit. I just thought it was a clip. But basically, that is what I'm talking about. I'm tired of her mean girl behavior. I'm tired of seeing it. And then in the most recent episode, okay, we kind of went over it yesterday. Hold on. Actually, let me see if I can have that video. Darlene, thank you for the super chat. I remember what you're talking about. Not sure which episode. It's her fault she introduced the idea to Cody of Robin. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. So there was a big blow up, right? Between Christine and Meri, and then she kind of goes behind her back while she's pregnant and introduces another wife. There's so many things about Meri that I really do. I try and I try and I try, Darlene, chat, to give her the benefit of the doubt, to root for her. I still want the best for her. But I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. So now it goes, at least for me, I had favorite to least favorite. And of course, Janelle and Christine are basically favorite number 1 and 2. I think I like them equally. And then it was Meri and Robin. But now I have 2 categories of sister wives that I like and dislike. I'm sorry. But so my list of likes are Christine and Janelle. My list of dislikes are Meri and Robin. I mean, that list can always be revised. Maybe Meri will redeem herself even later this season, maybe. But right now, I'm so over it. I keep rooting for her to change, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. I'm not happy with her. And then that's the other thing. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go over. Let me grab that. Let me grab that, because that's another thing that just pissed me off was Sunday's episode. Sunday's episode royally pissed me off. I just need to find it. Let's see. Okay, so it should be here. And there we go. Okay. Okay. So it was basically this. I need to try to find it. Okay, when Meri was moving, when she was moving, how happy she was. Once again, this is why I don't think Meri's a girl's girl. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it. How supportive she was of Cody, how understanding she was of Cody, making everything okay. And what was super awkward, okay, we already saw this. I mean, if you guys haven't seen that live or that video, go to my video section and watch it, because I basically ranted about that as well. But just the difference, okay? So basically, she was totally standoffish with Robin, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that. But here's what's interesting. It's not that I want her supportive of Robin, because Robin has not been supportive of Meri. I totally understand that. But in totality, what I found really eye-opening, at least for me, is the way that Meri was so flippant with Robin. Really kind of was like, whatever, and I get it. She doesn't want to show emotions to Robin. I understand that. But at the same time, it was very cold, and it was completely different than how Meri's been with Robin ever since Robin came into the family. And so what I found interesting is it's very clear that Meri doesn't need Robin anymore to get to Cody because she's not going to be with Cody. So was this whole thing an act anyway? Was she just trying to have favor with Robin because she knew that's where the power was? Because she knew that that was the key to Cody's heart? And if that's the case, and now Mary's like, well, I'm kind of done. Like, I'm over it. I'm not crying with you. I'm not holding your bag. I'm not being friends with you. Like, it's over now because there's nothing that's keeping me there with Cody. That's a completely different relationship. Like, is that really considered being a girl's girl? Is that considered being an opportunist? Like, I just find it interesting that now all of a sudden she can cast her away. And I get it. I'm sure that there's some of you that are really frustrated with what I'm saying, like pro Meri supporters, and you will have your time. Don't worry. Someone will be representing you in a second. By the way, phone lines are open. So don't worry. Your side will be represented. Hold on. Phone lines are open. So here's what I'm looking for as I'm talking. Pro Meri callers, I'm looking for you. Have I been pissing you off this episode? Is there another side? And I know that there is. Actually, I already know of valid arguments that can be said. But still, my what I've seen overrides that for me, just my opinion. But I want to hear from you guys. It's time to defend your girl. We got to talk. But that's really pissing me off. I just find it very interesting. Very interesting that now she's like, I want nothing to do with you. But she's still hugging Cody, like being so sympathetic with him. It's just like I'm kind of over it. Oh, that's a look right here. I'm going to pause it right here. This look between Cody is not anything. Caressing his shoulder, being supportive, not anything that I've seen with her other sister wives, besides Robin, when there's a possibility for her to get back with Cody. Outside of that, this that we're seeing right now, we saw a standoffish. Where is it? She's like, this is kind of the same look she was giving Janelle that time. This look right here that she's giving Robin, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this. Wait, where is it? Where is it? It reminds me of this.
Sorry that you felt like that.
Her steak face. Like, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so I see some people backstage. By the way, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this for anyone that's new. If you don't know, here is how you can come and chat with the group, have your opinions be heard. So there is a link that's going on in chat. So just look for that. When you click on the link, it's going to take you to a backstage page that looks like this. If you put in a name, a nickname, and then what you want to talk about, like pro Meri or something, just a few words about what you want to talk about, that would be really helpful because a lot of people go backstage, so I can at least pick out, oh, this is a pro Meri. It's, I would really like that. And then just click the blue enter studio button. You're put backstage. You don't automatically come up live. You'll know fully well ahead of time when I'm coming to get you. If you could use headphones so that there's not an echo, but also go to the settings tab. If you see that settings tab, there's mute, start cam, and then settings button. If you click on the settings button, you'll be able to do something that says cancel out echo. And if you click that, then even if you don't have headphones, there shouldn't be an echo when we're talking. Other than that, okay, let's do this. So the call time, I'm looking for you guys, pro Meri callers. I hope that you're out there. Okay, so we got our first. Negla, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Negla?
So yes,
Hi.
can you hear me?
I
Is there an echo?
can
And I
hear
apologize.
you.
Okay.
No, I am so glad that you're here. Okay, so are you a Meri supporter? Are you pro Meri?
I love Meri. I love Meri.
Okay, perfect. No, I'm so glad. I want you to represent Meri so well here. Hold on. I am getting you situated. Give me 1 second, Negla. Okay, I am ready to go. Okay.
So this is
Please.
my thing.
Are you mad
This
at
is
me,
my
number
thing.
one?
Oh no,
Are you
no,
mad
no,
at
no,
me?
no. Okay, so look, this is the thing. Like even with my children, like if the teacher calls me and says my child did X, Y, Z, no, that's not my child. If my teacher calls me and says they did ABC, yeah, that's my child. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I don't, you know what I mean? It's balls and strikes. That, you know what I mean? That's what I call.
Yeah.
Because I wrote notes. Oh my gosh, and I can't read them now. I was supposed to. I should have typed them. I should have got on my computer.
No, I'm
Anyway,
so okay. You don't understand. There's probably so many people that are like,
no.
finally,
This is the thing.
someone needs to support our girl. So please,
No, but
at it.
this
Let
is
me
the
know what you
thing
think.
with her. No, with her. She was 33 plus years in a marriage that the other person wasn't in. she was in a different marriage. Can we put it that way?
Yeah.
She was in a different marriage. He wasn't in the same marriage she was, even though they were married to each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And she does like so I was in it was and I'm not in any way accusing them of this, but like physically, mentally, verbally, sexually, all of that stuff, abusive relationship. But it was only for 1 year. I knew how long and how hard it was for me to mentally come through that relationship. Mind you, these people have a child together. These people, you know what I mean, have gone through a lot together. So that's the only reason why I give Meri grace. Now I'm telling you, it's getting down to centimeters and millimeters with Meri, because it's like, B, don't you see that? Look, he don't want to have to do with you, and you're not understanding this. That thing with the truck, or with not your truck, but the you know what I mean, like when it backed up in, or you know, she backed up into him. Yeah, he pushed it in. Yeah, it wasn't funny. It
Hold on,
wasn't
I'll try
cute.
to
It
find
was
now.
stupid. And you know what? But you know what? That was the only scene that they could film with. There was no reason for Robin to
Here we
come
go.
there. What the hell were you bringing me something in my old house for when you already know I'm moving? Sorry, sorry. I apologize. I'm getting animated, and again, the words
Wait.
of the
Okay,
words
so
of
Nego, are
Negla.
you mad at Cody right now? Is that what
No,
you're
no,
upset
no,
about?
no, no. I'm mad. No, I'm mad at Meri because she is condoning this, and this is a word that I'm borrowing from a friend, and it has the F word in it, so I may not say it, but slap effery. Okay,
Oh, okay.
do you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want to
Mhm.
get you demonetized or anything like that. I just,
No, thank
you know,
you.
I want to be
I appreciate
respectful,
that.
but I'm just like, Meri, stop! God damn it, I love you, but stop! It's like every time he comes around, she's a giddy child, but she doesn't. I understand, like from a survivor, and I'm not saying he physically,
Yeah.
did that to her, but I'm just saying that's years of mental, wear and tear, and we'll put it that way, mental wear and tear. Coming from that place and that point of view, I was only in it for 1 year, and it was never polygamy, but it was just, that type of situation.
A bad
And
relationship, yeah.
yeah, it was a bad relationship. And now that one was, it was a lot different, but surviving that 1 year, can you imagine 33 or 30 plus years? So that's the reason why I still give her grace. But I'm telling her, like right now, baby, you only got, hold on, centimeter after centimeters is millimeters. Okay. And Meri, come on. I love you, but stop. Just stop. Stop with the Cody. Oh, yes, Cody and Robin. Yeah, look, no, stop it. They are using you because Robin wants to be top dog. That's the whole thing. The reason why Robin wanted to be in plural marriage was so she could be a top dog. That's it. She didn't want to be in plural marriage because even when they were in plural marriage, did she ever live with them? Except for a short, very, very short period of time. Am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure you're right. That's the way I remember it. Chat, let us know
Yeah.
if we're wrong. But yeah, that's how I remember.
She always had her own house. She always had her own. Her kids were always separate. They could never be watched by Christine or Janelle or, or Meri. And I do understand that there are some concerns about Meri, but I really do think that has to do with her upbringing. But I'm not wrong. So but now you want Meri to stay, and now your kids are sad, and now it's a big old no. Y'all just wanted a reason to film, and she gave you the reason to film. That's why I'm getting pissed off at Meri, but I love Meri. I don't get it.
Okay,
I'm
well
sorry.
then, okay, so I love this because you can represent your girl a lot better than I can. Even though I try to be objective, it's really hard for me when it comes to Meri. What I don't understand is, okay, I get what you're saying. She has a different marriage than any of the other wives. But I mean, it's a close second with Janelle and Christine. Why is she being such a mean girl to Janelle and Christine? What is that about?
Janelle,
And why?
Janelle and Christine have been mean girls to her, and This is the other thing. So if you mess with my children, no, I'm not going to mess with you. But then I still got to be your wife. Does that make sense? So
Wait. Say that again.
She
say
did.
that
Okay.
again.
Remember when she was disciplined? Remember, I think it was, I know it was years ago. And I think you had played the clip about when Meri was disciplining who was it, Garrison and Gabe about picking on remember they were at the truck and Meri was yelling at them. She didn't
Oh, you
place her
mean last
hands on them.
episode about like where to put the items? Like
No,
she was
no.
bossing them
This
around?
this is when they were a kid. They were kids.
Oh. Mm-mm.
And this is why Christine's kids, McKelty and them, don't really care for her. It had to do with something. It was something where allegedly Meri had laid her hands on one of the kids or something like that, or she was very abusive to the children, allegedly. And they didn't want to really have anything to do with her. So they were respectful, but they stayed away from her.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
And then they can't play on her, like, kids jump on the sofa, get off my sofa. You know what I mean? But she would like take it to the other level. Those are the allegations. But those have never really fully come through. But this is the thing. It's my sofa. I paid for it. Get off my sofa. If I'm telling you to get off my sofa and you're supposed to be my child, then why are you on my sofa? I understand Meri's point of view. I have a biological brother. I was not raised with him, but I'm an only child. And so I was raised in a house where like literally the living room was full of Queen Anne furniture.
Mhm.
And we never spent time in the living room. I had a TV in my room. Mommy had a TV in her room. And, and because my parents had divorced by that time that, I was older or what have you. Only time I needed to leave my room was to go to the bathroom or, go to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that. But, and it's like I get Meri, but I'm telling you, she's running out of grace with me because the thing is, you also have to, this is what my mother-in-law told me. Because my husband's spiritual family, like literally, he has like 8 brothers, and you know what I mean. And I'm like, I didn't grow up with people. You have to learn how to get along nicely with other people. That's what my mother-in-law told me. When I very first met my husband, she loved me. Don't get it twisted. She loved me and she still loves me to this day. But I needed to learn how to get along nicely with other people. That is a lesson that Meri is still struggling with. She has her select few. I have my select few. But when you venture out, you have to learn how to do that. And Meri has not learned that lesson.
Okay. Well, I'm actually okay. Negla, I actually love what you're saying, and I just want to ask one other thing because it's
Sure.
it's not weird, but I was expecting you to be like, "No, IQ, you're wrong, and here's why," and blah blah. But you're basically kind of frustrated too. So that
I'm frustrated, but this is the thing. I need you to give her more grace because she's not like it's not getting through to her head. I don't think she's understanding it, and I think the only thing that will make her understand it is something else. I don't she's not I don't know how to explain it. It's like, like that knock on the head, you know what I mean? That knock on the head, it's like, oh, kind of like when the lights turn on, she doesn't have it. That's what I need you to understand. That's why I'm defending her, because her lights have not turned on yet.
Okay, but I am talking specifically, and Negla, I get it. Like, if we're gonna do, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
that's it.
Sorry,
yes, ma'am.
If we can hear, like if we had to choose between Meri and Cody, I'm gonna choose Meri all day long. Like, you don't have to. We're on the same page when it comes to that.
Oh no, yeah,
I didn't think we were. Her is horrible, and I get it that we need to be sympathetic with her 33 years of a horrible marriage with Cody. That is understood. We are on common ground there. Okay, so let's just put that on the shelf for a second to the side.
But it's not all Cody's fault.
I understand. I'm talking about her behavior. Wait. So you're saying her
Oh,
behavior
her
with her other
behavior
sister
with
wives?
Janelle, her behavior with Janelle was totally, that was not called for, because only thing Janelle, but you know what? The thing is, they had Cody standing in between them, causing division. And I really believe that that's what Meri thought, was that Janelle controlled the finances. Because when you look at the look on Cody, on Meri's face, but then I'm like, Meri, how can you defend him? But it goes back to the victim mentality. I understand it. I'm not condoning it, but I understand it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because it's not that, okay, she didn't know it. Once she found out, it's like, you're not responsible for knowledge you don't have. So once she found out, now you know it, and it's like, oh, schmackies. Wow. And then, but now the way she's behaving, I'm just like, okay, Meri, you got to get out of that. And it's easy to say it because my husband is wonderful. I love my husband. You know what I mean? He's, a wonderful person, but he's not the one that, was responsible for the abuse that I had gone through previously. So it's like seeing it from the other side. I defend her, yes, because it takes forever to come out of that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of, counseling and things like that. I see some of the family members are getting counseling. I know that Leon probably had to go through counseling to make the transition that they did. Or I'm not sure if they're still in transition or what have you, but that also requires family counseling. And I want Meri to get that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate your viewpoint.
I'm
Everything
sorry if
you're
I
saying.
misunderstood. I'm sorry if I misunderstood your call or your request for
No.
callers, but that's just my
No,
opinion.
no, I appreciate it, and you did. You added a lot of perspective that I definitely did not have, and I do. I appreciate it. I get it. We need to be more sympathetic. But yeah, Negla, as always, you were amazing. Thank you for calling in. You know everyone loves you. So have a
Yes, ma'am.
good
And
holiday that's coming up. Oh, so what?
she just needs to be nice to Janelle and Christine, because Janelle and Christine wish nothing but love for her, and that's the true sign of a true. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, and that's what they are, and that's what they consider themselves. So
Aw.
I just
Yeah.
especially this time of year. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and you have a
bye,
good
dear.
one. Thank you for calling in.
You too. I can. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye
You guys
bye.
put some love in the chat for Negla. And that's exactly kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, so I really do. When I say that I want to talk to pro Meri callers, I'm not talking about I'm going to defend Meri against Cody all day long. I'm talking about her behavior to me, her mean girl behavior with her sister wives, in particular Janelle and Christine. That's what I'm talking about. And I want your viewpoint for pro Meri callers. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Ing, are you there? Hello? Or ING, LNG, I can't tell. Lynn, LNG or ING, Ling, are you there? No. Okay, I guess you dropped off. Jada, are you there?
Hey, IQ, I'm here, but I'm
Hi.
not really a pro Meri. I understand where she's coming from, being around all those kids, being infertile. Um, I just wanted to put my point on.
Hello, are you there? Jada?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I you said that you wanted to put your take on something?
Yeah, on why Janelle and Christine were mean girls to her.
Oh, yeah, I would love to hear that.
Simply I think because just the way she took out of their kids' mouth, instead of being considerate. I know you're a part of the family, but you only have one child. I know you put in, but we have 6 kids, and you're not being considerate to our kids. So they can have resentment for that. Just my opinion. But I understand all Mary's feelings early on. Janelle coming in from dating her brother, being the first to get pregnant, and Mary can't have kids.
Mhm.
So I understand. I'm sympathetic to her, but she is very much a mean girl.
Oh, so you agree? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I know you're looking for a pro Marys, but she is very, very much a mean girl. And she
Did
needs
do
to
you
wait. Go ahead.
did her behavior recently, did it bother you, or what bothered actually, let me ask you this. What bothered you about her behavior? Is there anything that I didn't mention so far, especially this season, that maybe I didn't cover or that's irking you?
No, she's just all up Cody's, you know what, and it's annoying. I'm glad that she opened
Okay.
her eyes towards Robin because we've all been yelling at the screen on that one. But yeah, I agree with
Okay.
Negla. We got to give her some grace because that had to be hard at that young age. And we all know being young teen women,
Mhm.
jockeying a man, boy, come on now. And then you got two other women you're competing with that are
Okay.
fertile.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I
Mm.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling in, Jada.
Thank you, everyone.
Y
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Have a good one, and you guys, please put some love in the chat for Jada. That was awesome. Okay. James, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi,
How are,
James.
how are you?
James
Huge
is
fan. I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. James is my take on reality.
Yes.
Hi, thank you for calling in. I would love to know, what are your thoughts? Love to
My
know.
thought. Sure, sure. I like you struggle with my relationship with Mary as she appears on the show, but
Yeah.
I do see the other side of it. Like I get the part where folks who support Mary take the position that she's been through a lot. For instance, she married young. She married into a relationship where I genuinely think whether Cody really loved Mary or not, she genuinely was in love with this man. This man was her whole world. And so when you take that and then he starts adding wives, in addition to adding a wife, he adds her brother-in-law, her former brother-in-law, or her former sister-in-law to a relationship. Then she gets
That's true.
pregnant, and then the one thing that these ladies kind of hold on to as showing their value is their ability to procreate and add to the family. And she's struggling with that. And then here comes the second wife pregnant. And then during that pregnancy, he pops in with another wife. And then that wife soon gets pregnant. And so there's a lot of things that I think that, respective of that history, that we have to take into account for why Mary is the way she is. And I think that there was a point that was made during this particular episode where Janelle had cited that Cody will always hit you in your weak spots. And one of the things that I've been
Yes.
saying since Sunday is that with Janelle is about the money because she's logical. And that she's since day one, season one, episode one, she's been talking about how logical she is. And for him to criticize her ability to spend money, manage money, that's attacking her logical mindset. So he's hitting her where it counts. With Christine, she was all about the coupling, that love factor, which she's getting with David, the pairing off. So he attacked Christine on the coupling portion of it. Now, when it comes to Mary, Mary is all about control. That's her big thing. Even when she talks about packing up trucks, she talks about moving, she wants to be in control. When it comes to Cody, she has zero control over her relationship and what happens in her life. And because she struggles with that loss of or lack of control, Cody is able to push and pull her however he wants to. And she's always like I think I did a video maybe last week where I talked about this basically being like the Matrix. Mary was kicked out of the Matrix and she wants to get plugged back in. She wants to be back in her family. She wants to be back in a relationship, but Cody won't let her back in. So she's trying to find her way. So essentially, when we're watching the show, what we're instead of watching Sister Wives, what we're watching is surviving polygamy. And I think that's
Mhm.
kind of where it is, especially with Mary. And with
Wow.
regard to how she treats other girls, I do see the point that you're making with her being a mean girl. I absolutely agree. I agree with that. But I
Yeah.
also think that there, yeah, no shade on Mary, but it is what it is. But I also see the side of it where they kind of, because of the nature of their relationship and the culture of their family, they were always triangulated against one another. So by the nature of their relationships, they were never going to get along, and they were always going to be adverse to one another. It's just right now because we're kind of following Christine and Janelle in the way of like TV cinema. Whoever you follow is basically the hero. I think they get a they get a lot more grace than Mary does because we're following these two individuals a lot closer. So, like in this, I guess in a respect of like a Dexter Morgan from Dexter the Serial Killer, or Walter White from Breaking Bad, or Jax Tell from Sons of Anarchy. These are all bad people, but because we're following them throughout the show, they're the heroes of the story. And I think that with maybe with Mary, because we don't necessarily follow her and her story. And so much of it has been centered on Janelle and Christine because they are the family, because they do have a majority of the kids, that maybe Mary's kind of getting the short end of the stick. And that's me trying to give her as much grace as I can.
Oh no, I appreciate that. Okay, I just kind of had a brain lapse. I don't know what's the matter with me. When you said that you have videos, you have your own channel, and I see everyone in chat, they're saying, "Oh my gosh, like we love you." So I didn't realize that you're James from it's so stupid because I
From my
wrote it
take on
down.
reality,
Yes, that's so cool. Thank you for calling in. Number one, I
no,
there's
no
so
worries.
many people that talk and sing your praises like all the time on my channel, which is so awesome that you called in. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Um, and I love everything that you're saying. I just here is what I'm trying to understand, and I get it. We get
Mhm.
more of the perspective from Christine and Janelle. I get that. But James, please explain to me because I don't get it. Like I don't see anyone else making snide comments. And true, was it left on the cutting room floor? Possibly. But I just don't see any aspect of Mary now that Cody's kind of gone. It's over. There's no competition anymore with Janelle and Christine, in my
Right,
opinion, for Mary. So why not be even a little bit supportive? I get that she doesn't trust them. I get it. And have they been ideal to her behavior wise? No. But look how happy they are. They want Mary to move on. They're looking for good things for her. I don't see that coming from Mary on Mary's end. I just hear snide comments and her still, for whatever reason, even like the competition with her trying to be now. And I get it, it's joking, but to me, all jokes are based on the truth. Now her being the favorite ex-wife, like stop it. Stop, Mary.
right.
Stop.
Don't do that to yourself. Yeah, you know what? I think that the funny part is that with Christine and Janelle, they have each other, and I think that that's a huge part of it. Cody and Robin, they have each other. Mary is on the outside of both camps. So there was a point, I think, maybe a couple episodes ago, where she said, "Look, I'm not going to be in the ex-wives group, and I'm not going to be in the Cody and Robin's group." That's because Mary's been excised from both groups. She's out there on the island all by herself. So I think that part of the reason why she's as snippy as she is because she doesn't necessarily want to be in the ex-wives group, because she sees them as adversaries to Cody, because he's been presenting them as Cody, as adversaries for at least the last two seasons, or in this case, I think in the time frame of this episode, for the last 2 years. Cody has been against Christine and Janelle and talking trash about him. So she wants to be in with Cody. And I think to a point, it's not so much she's in love with Robin, but she wanted to use Robin to try to get closer to Cody. And by her trying to be in that group, she's against the other two. And there also is like jealousy that's fed in there as well, because even in the separation or the departure speech that Cody made at Mary's house, where he did the fake, I'm sorry, pardon my French. He did the, the, the fake crying and breaking down. Even in that speech with him and with Robin, none of it was about Mary. if you listen to what he said some people didn't want to be a part of the family, but I wanted to be a part of. Mary wants to be part of the family, so clearly he's not talking about her. He's talking about Janelle and Christine. So even when he's leaving Mary and dropping her off at her house, he's still talking about the other women.
Wait, James, can I just say you're so spot on. I just did a video on that yesterday. I was ranting and raving on my video. I said the same thing. And it's so funny because she's like, I don't get it. I'm so confused. And I'm like, girl, there's nothing to be confused about. His first words out of his mouth when he was crying was, Christine and Janelle are gone. Like that, period. Like that, this has nothing to do with you. Yeah.
Right. And it breaks your heart. And even then, like the one thing I will say too is that when they were doing the whole truck thing and they were backing up on the truck and she bumped into Cody, there's the point where we have to recognize everybody in that situation, Cody, Robin, they're both using Mary. And I think that part of the reason why they were so upset that she was leaving when she went over to the house and she was going to tell the kids that she was moving away and she was asking Cody and Robin for help to move, and somehow Robin never showed up, but Cody did. I think part of the reason why they wanted to delay it was because they wanted to make sure that Mary was available for film time so that she could be on the show and she would be able to provide them with a storyline that doesn't have to do with their relationship. You know what I mean? And so when she's like, "Oh, Cody, could you come and help me move?" Sure, if the cameras are there. But I don't think if the cameras would have showed up, Cody wouldn't have showed up either. And then of course Robin had to make an appearance, take a hand and take her in the house and give her some junk, a junk book,
Yeah. Well, James, okay, what you said something, and I want to push back a little bit because I want to know what you have to say about it.
Okay.
You said that Mary basically doesn't have any sides. Like she's not team Mary, she's not team Janelle and Christine, and she's not team Cody and Robin, right? And I get it because she said that. So I can't really say anything about that. But you know what Mary reminds me of, James? She reminds me of like a parent where it's like, you know that the parent has a favorite child, but they're never going to admit it. They're like, we know that Johnny's your favorite. And they're like, no, Johnny's not my favorite. I don't have favorites. Like Mary can say till the cows come home that she doesn't have a side. And I don't know if you saw it, which is fine. If you haven't seen the beginning, you could go back and watch it. When she's talking to, because I dissect it, when she's talking to Janelle sits her down in her home and is like, hey, this is what's going on. Mary basically unconsciously defended Cody like 4 or 5 times. Not even being on Janelle's side with that. And not only that, I think in the same episode when they were about to meet Christine, because if you remember, Christine and David, they were at McKelty's baby shower, and Cody and Robin hadn't even planned on going. I don't even know if Mary was planning on going. They found out David was going, and then all of a sudden they're coming over. Who pops it? They both came at the same time. Mary, Cody, and Robin, even though Mary walked in the door first because supposedly that's supposed to be a big announcement that she's not with Cody. They came together. There's no way. And it reminds me, I'm sure you have friends like that. Like, oh my gosh, we have to go to this party. Like, come on, let's go. We're going to go at this time. Let's see what's going on. Do you know that they wanted to gossip about, what's his name? David. They came in at the exact same time. They wanted to gossip about it. She can say till the cows come home that she doesn't have a side. She has a side, James. That's just how I see it.
No, I agree. See, here's the thing. I 100% agree with you. I think that the problem that Mary has in this particular situation is it's not that she doesn't have a side with Cody and Robin because she chooses to stay neutral. It's that she wants to be on their team. She wants to be on their side, but they won't let her in. Like they just keep her around because of convenience and possibly for financial reasons and for filming sake, but they're not including her. So she wants to be in on that team. And this is part of the cruel nature of Mary's existence on this show, is that the cool kids that she wants to hang out with won't have her, and the other kids have rejected her because she's trying to be friends with the cool kids. You know what I mean? So that's where I think she finds herself on the island. So she rejects Christine and Janelle, but at the same time, she's being rejected by Cody and Robin.
That's so crazy.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I think that this is the part where I feel bad for her because even with I said it yesterday, even with the whole truck incident where Nathan had pushed her brother-in-law had pushed her into Cody, and they did the whole ha ha ha, freaking deek in the truck, blah blah blah. There's a part of me that looks at that, and I feel bad for Mary because she is the butt of the joke. She's the one who's getting pushed on a Cody who is completely repulsed by her physical touch. And his friend is pushing her to Cody, the boy she likes who doesn't want her. And that's the joke. That's the part of the joke that makes it funny to them. Like Mary wasn't in on the joke, she was the joke. And that's the part where kind of what Negla was saying. When I see Mary and part, I guess with all the wives, because this is like really surviving horrible relationships. Part
Yeah.
of the struggle I have is that Mary keeps trying to get back into this terrible relationship, but she's like that friend who has the relationship she really needs to let go. And she comes and tells you, or he or she comes and tells you all the time about how bad the relationship is. And you say every time, you need to get out of this relationship. And they refuse to leave. You know what I mean? And I think
Yeah.
that that's part of the frustration that so many people have with Mary, even the people who are on her side. Like I know you made the call, like all the Mary supporters come in. I think even they are are frustrated at the fact that Mary just won't leave this situation. They understand why she's there. They understand that she's pulled in. They understand that she has tremendous buy-in with the 33 years, but they don't understand why she keeps showing up to get her behind kicked up between her shoulder blades by these two folks.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. Yeah, I was super surprised by the calls today. I was thinking that there was going to be a lot of people that are like, "You're wrong, and here's why." And it's so
Right.
interesting. Even Mary supporters are like, "Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off at her right now." So that was super fascinating. Thank you so much for calling in, James. Also,
No worries.
if you ever do you take calls on your show?
Yes, yes, I do.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to have to call in then. I'm going to have to call in. I have to return the favor because we have a celebrity amongst the midst. And that was so great that you made an appearance. That was so awesome.
No, it's awesome. Thank you for having me, pulling me up, and I appreciate your show. I'm definitely a fan. I enjoy your work.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, I seriously, you don't understand how much I hear everyone singing your praises. If you guys haven't checked out James's channel, James, My Take on Reality, such good quality content. I'm so glad that you joined, and I will be returning the favor then. I will be hopping up there when you have a call here in the future. That was so nice. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. Have a great Thanksgiving. Make sure you love too much, drink too much, and enjoy your family too much. Have a great time.
You know
Thanks.
we will.
All right.
Thank you so much, James.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay, bye. You guys
Bye.
put some love in the chat for listen, James from My Take on Reality. That was really cool. Wow. So you guys put some love in the chat for James. Okay, so I see Sense said, I watch every James video. That's awesome. Nathan's very unsettling. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, Nathan, you guys are not a fan of Nathan. Nathan is a perv. Okay, interesting. No way. Okay, Brianna says, I am a Mary supporter, but I agree with IQ and James. That's so crazy. I really was expecting more. I don't know. I thought that I was going to get a lot of pushback, but that's so crazy that you guys think so. So basically, actually, you guys let me know for all my replay watchers. You're going to have to let me know. Did we miss something and you just weren't able to call in? I am specifically talking about Mary's mean girl behavior. Are you okay with it? Do you see it? Do you not think she's being a mean girl? Like, I would love to know. That was really awesome. So yeah, definitely check out if you guys haven't James My Take on Reality show, or I'm sorry, his channel. And I will link his channel also in the description notes. That is awesome. And I'm going to try to make an appearance. I'm going to try to call in too. That's what I am going to do. So you will hopefully be seeing me on his channel here and at some point. Oh, yay. I thought it was really cool too. That was awesome. Yes, James, you made my day too. All of my callers, you guys all made my day. That was amazing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live, so this was really good. I would love to know what else you guys have to say about this because I feel like it's not over. And you know what? I might eat my words later. I might eat my words, and maybe the end of the season, Mary will finally understand. Like, she'll change. I'm telling you, I'm always like, I want the Tyra meme. Like, we were all rooting for you. We were. Like, I am. And I'll always try to root for Mary, but it's very hard for me to be a fan, to like her, as, even though I try to give her as many chances as I can. It's hard. So who knows? I'm not saying never say never. Maybe she'll win me over, especially in the last part of the episodes. You know what's so interesting? I don't know if you guys know this, but we were wondering a little bit before, like, when is Sister Wives going to be over? Like, when is it ending? Are we stopping? Where are we at? What episode? Are we in season? Let me see. We are in episode, I'm checking right now. We are currently Sister Wives, season 19, episode. Okay, we're in episode 11. So I think there's going to be episode 12, 13, 14. And then I think the week of Christmas, there's not one. And then 15 December. And I think that there's 2 in January. It doesn't say what those episodes are. That might be the tell-all. And maybe they're trying to do some editing to see if it's going to fit into 3 or 4 parts editing, or 3 or 4 parts tell-all. Or maybe that's an episode. Like, it doesn't say what it is. It's either an episode or a tell-all, but we're at least going to be watching Sister Wives until the second week of January. Okay, so there's a lot to cover. And I'll still be trying to root for Meri. I'm just saying she was demoted big time in the past, like, 4 episodes for me. I'm sorry. So that it is what it is, you guys. But yes, so thank you. Oh, Darlene says, Monty Python and Devil Cody, please. We need to pick me up. Okay, I will do that. Thank you so much, Darlene. Okay. Wait, what is this? Nicole says, yes, IQ. Every Sunday night he does after the show live. Okay, well then maybe that's awesome, James. Okay, he said, you guys are awesome. You are awesome, James. Okay. That is really cool. All right. All right, you guys. Okay, so what was it, Darlene? Darlene is saying Monty Python and Devil Cody. Okay. Sounds good. Like number 103. What like are you guys? Please like the video and let us know what like you are. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you guys so much. We'll see if we go live tomorrow. If not, have a fantastic Thanksgiving to all of my American comrades. But yeah, we will be going live here soon again. If you haven't seen the other video from yesterday, go to my channel, go to the video section and watch that. Also, check out James, My Take on Reality channel, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Hold on, I just need to go back. Monty Python and Devil Cody. Okay, let's do that. Let me find it. Monty Python and Devil Cody. I'm finding it right now. Give me a second. There we go. That's easier to see. I had it on lists before. Okay. All right, you guys. I will see you soon. Thank you for coming.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information.
Well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got scheming, say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though, please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this light, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city, that's on money, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that fake. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street, action for what feature, that's like every other week. Talk behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat, cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this light. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey.